This is Michael Fetland. I was a TV terrorism analyst for a couple of years after 9/11 intensively, and since then from time to time. What do I make of the situation in Iraq? Well, unfortunately, this was a situation of our own making. And it all started with the fateful decision by George W. Bush to invade Iraq after we'd been attacked on 9/11 from forces by Osama bin Laden from Afghanistan, not Iraq. People do not know that Saddam actually hated Osama bin Laden and kept al-Qaeda out of Iraq during his tenure. He was the non-religious nut, whereas Osama bin Laden was the religious nut. Now, because of Bush's decision to invade Iraq, it cracked open the border, allowed al-Qaeda to pour in, and become its first huge training ground. That sore has festered with continuing years under the leadership of Mr. al-Maliki, a Shiite determined to make all of the spoils of Iraq for one party. As if all the spoils go to only the Republicans or only the Democrats. You know, over time that's going to be a problem. That is what has led to today's crises. We cannot fix it. The president is correct in our limited engagement with advisors to try to help them fix their own problem. The solution is not military, it's actually political. Americans tend to think we can solve everything with blowing people up and a gun, and that is so untrue. It all gets down to that political compromise that people in Congress say they hate, but that's what makes the world go around. So stay tuned. This is a big problem. The Middle East could yet become even greater terrorism training ground. We're going to have to keep our finger on the pulse, but not with troops. This is Michael Fetland. My book, Better Times Ahead, April Fool, describes how I saw 9/11 coming, and the final chapter, Agenda for American Greatness, is how we get out of this mess and get America back to #1 again in the world. Thank you very much. Stay tuned and check out Better Times Ahead, aprilfool.com.